ever paused to consider the extraordinary potential of the human mind? What if I told you that it holds the key to changing the world? The human mind possesses a power unlike anything else: the ability to create, imagine, and reshape the world around us. The most amazing part? It all begins with a single spark, a fleeting idea that, when nurtured, can transform everything. This is the driving force behind every innovation, every breakthrough, and every step forward in human history. But first, how does a spark form? Well, a study published in Nature Reviews Neuroscience highlights that the brain's creativity relies on two major systems: the DMN, Default Mode Network, and the Executive Control Network. It's the balance between these two networks that determine how well we can bring our creative ideas to life. Essentially, when you're daydreaming or resting, your brain is actively making connections you wouldn't even expect. Earlier this year, I experienced the spark firsthand. I had an idea: a robot called Greenline 3.0, designed to tackle environmental issues. At first, it was just a concept, a simple what if. But I didn't leave it there. It wasn't easy though. There were times I had doubted myself, didn't think it would work, and even felt like giving up. Yet, I didn't. I hadn't come all that way to fail. I soon passed the first rounds of auditions, moving to the finals with what many called either a childish project or a waste of my time. But here's the fun fact. Studies conducted by various researchers, including Emmanuel Wohl and Leonardo C. D'Souza, show that the brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning and creativity, gets more active when you pursue more challenging ideas. So I didn't let their words get to me. I spent late nights researching and sketching out designs, fueled by equal parts of ambition and a bit too much coffee, but eventually I managed to conceptualize Greenline 3.0. You know those moments when you're trying to come up with a brilliant idea? It's like staring at a blank page, waiting for that inspiration to strike. Lots of hope, but mostly frustration. That's what was going through my head the first couple of weeks. But in the end, those dead ends that I met seem to have played a positive role in shaping the outcome of my robot, enhancing it as I put more thought and time into its creation. Seeing this one small idea grow into a winning concept in a competition against over 100 students from Ras Al Khaimah's many schools made me feel like my hard work was worth it in the end. What started as just a simple thought grew into something that began to inspire others as well, encouraging them to have faith in their ideas, take on challenges even when times are hard, and make a difference as they stand up for what motivates them. Creativity spreads like wildfire. A study in the journal Motivation and Emotion shows that when you witness someone else's creativity, it sparks your own. In fact, research from Harvard Business Review demonstrates that when you are exposed to more novel and diverse environments, the creative output of your brain can increase by as much as 50%. Just being around new ideas and perspectives activates parts of the brain associated with creative thinking. That's the magic of the human mind. every single one of us carries within us that same potential, that spark of creativity, of innovation. Doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. What matters, though, is what you do with that spark when you get it. Will you let fear or self-doubt extinguish that spark? Or will you nurture it, give it the attention it needs to grow into something powerful? Too often, we allow that spark to fade. We doubt ourselves, we fear failure, and how often have we let those feelings stop us from pursuing something that truly excites us? It's not that the spark wasn't there. It's that we didn't protect it, didn't allow it to grow into a flame. But here's the truth. Those sparks needs two things in order to survive: curiosity and courage. It's curiosity that pushes us to ask, what if, and explore new possibilities. And it's courage that makes us step into the unknown, daring us to take risks when there's no guaranteed outcome. According to Scientific American, failing and trying again rewires the brain. The study found that the brain becomes more resilient and creative after repeated failures, learning to adapt and solve problems in new ways. As Nelson Mandela once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." His words remind us that even when we face setbacks, persistence and courage turn those failed attempts into fuel for success. And when we do that, when we protect that spark, when we nurture it with curiosity and courage, it doesn't just change our own lives. It has the power to ignite others. Ideas spread, inspiration is contagious. The spark of one mind can set an entire community, an entire world alight. Every movement for change, every revolution in thought, every invention that reshaped history, they all began with one spark, one mind willing to take that leap. Consider this. Every invention that now impacts our day-to-day lives once began as a curious thought or question in someone's head. In fact, the MIT Technology Review shows that over 70% of the greatest technological advancements of the 20th century began with simple what if questions. Before there was light in our homes, there was a thought. Before there was internet and technology, there was a spark. The funny thing is, back then, people probably thought, internet, technology, that's crazy. But look at us now. And this spark of the human mind is the most powerful force we have. It's what has driven every leap forward in history and what will drive us to our next one. So the next time a spark ignites in your mind, don't let it flicker out. Embrace it, protect it, nurture it, because you never know just how far it could take you. Thank you.